Everybody, you've got to make it worth my while today, you see. You know the cure is the hair of... No, Amanda, absolutely not. Hello, Nadine, thank you, home. No. Hello, Miss T. I'm never going to drink again until Wednesday, guys. Hello, Chester. It's my birthday Wednesday, guys. So I was just in Pearl's. Morning, Ashley. Hello, darling. Send me a message, Val. And I said to Pearl on Wednesday, because I've never had a buzz ball before, what I'm going to do is have a birthday buzz ball with you all. So I'm going to have my first buzz ball on Wednesday. So that's going to be carnage. It's happy birthday, Becky. Yes, we're having a buzz ball on Wednesday, but I'm not telling you guys to go out and get one because I don't want to be responsible for getting thousands of people intoxicated on buzz balls on a Wednesday. Do you know what I mean? Right, guys, let me do a little gift goal. Taking a break from the FYP to chat about a tough hangover, basically. AI summary. That AI summary, guys, it's like an introduction to your page. Right, let me do this gift goal, guys, because these are just ridiculous up here. Like I say, there's no show today, it's just me moaning, really. Right, let me do... I'll tell you what, guys, we'll do 100 hand hearts today because I've got to set my little goal. There we go. Right, there we go, guys. Is that up? Yeah, it's up. Thank you, everybody. Morning, how's the head? Horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. Thank you, Ella. Moderators. Thank you, Ella. Thank you, Tracy. Will you pin people sending me these hand hearts, please? Thanks, guys. Thank you, Ella. So what you been up to today, guys? What you been up to over the weekend? Has there been loads of drama? Because I've... Oh, thank you, guys. It comes in thick and fast when I do a goal. Thank you. Have you been staying out of trouble? What drama do you want me to focus on tomorrow? Is there anything in particular? Have I got anyone to be held accountable for? Thank you, Bev. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for the love. Thanks, guys. Big up, Marnie. Thank you. Was you out on Saturday? Oh. I think I've still got the tremors. Do you know the drink tremors? Thank you, Marnie. Thank you, darling. I feel all weak and... Hello, Frangelico. Thank you, Jessica. Morning, guys. That's it. Get the reposts out, guys. There's 800 people in the room. This is just terrible for a Monday morning. Thank you, Marnie. I think I fell off. Yeah, I've got the shakes. Big time. Look at my t-shirt, guys. You know our Lynn's? She sent me some birthday presents. This is one of them. Love it. It's like a really baggy... Thank you, guys, for the hand hearts. It's like a really baggy t-shirt. But it's like from a Melania. So it's like a really posh brand. So she's jazzing me up. Here's Lynn's. I've got a white one as well that she's... you know, stamped it up. I've got a white one she sent me as well. I think I'll wear that on my birthday. It's lovely. Thank you, Lynn's, for my birthday presents. Thank you, darling. Oh, that's effort. Thank you, Fee. Yeah, I'm loving baggy clothes at the minute. Thank you, Sam, for the thingy. But thank you, Sabrina and Jessica. I think it's an age thing, right? Mulaney, that's it, Mulaney. It's a lovely... Luke, thank you, Luke. Thank you, Danielle. It's a lovely website, guys, so you'll have to go and check it out. Lovely stuff on there. Yeah, so I'm going through a phase at the minute, right, everyone, where I love all these loose clothes and tracksuit bottoms, and I've never really been into tracksuit bottoms, and I love you too, Kim, and stuff like that, but it's just the era that I'm in. Thank you, Pringle. Is anyone else the same? Oh, I love that. Who sent that? Thank you, Luke. Thank you, darling. Everybody, thank you for my presents. Big up, Sally. Love you, Sally. Oh, I love that. Thank you. I know it's the fashion now, you see. Thank you, Sam. Who's into baggy loungewear? Luke, stop it, darling. Stop it. Carry on, Luke. Thanks, Luke. Right, happy face, you love the baggy clothes. Sad face, you're not about the baggy clothes. Yeah, it's streetwear, innit? Streetwear. It's basically just like wearing pyjamas, but, you know, you look cooler. Do you know the one thing that I don't like, guys? I've got to be honest with you. Do you know when you see parents at the school and they've got like Winnie the Pooh pyjamas and dressing gowns on and all boots that slant? Do you know what I mean? I think it's embarrassing for the kids, innit? I mean, it's not very often that you see it happening, but do any of you get some parents like that? Oh, little Evie, thank you for the coral, my darling. Mwah. Love you, Evie, thank you. Do you see it loads? I just feel sorry for the kids. Do you think it's laziness, or do you just think that they're just in that much of a rush that they've left everything till the last minute rather than let the kids be late? They just can't be asked to get dressed. You think it's lazy? I'm not here slandering anybody. I'm just saying no one cares anymore. Yeah, it's just something that, you know, one time I took Till to school, right? And someone turned up in a dressing gown. I was like, you can't do that. And everyone was looking, bonjour. But mind you saying that, I suppose at least they're getting the kids to school, right? I suppose that's true, isn't it, guys? At least they're getting the kids to school. Do you know what I mean? There you go, shops. I can't say anything about that because I have been to the shop in my pyjamas, but that's the shop. I'm not taking, you know, the baby to school in my pyjamas. The shop, all the time. I love you too, JD Marie. Thank you for my picture yesterday, JD. What's that? Our school's bandit. It takes 3 seconds to shove leggings and a hoodie. Thank you, Val. Thank you, darling. Oh, Darren! That's it. Darren's pushing us up the popular. Darren knows all about it. Thank you, bro. Can you jump in a box and tell me how to pronounce your name, please? Brokesy. Have I said it right? Brokesy. Thank you, Darren. If you do send me a gift, guys, please let the mods know and I'll give you a pin. Thank you, Lauren. We're only 99 on the popular. This is terrible. I love this. Hello, darling.
Hi.
How do I pronounce your name?
It's just Broxy.
Broxy.
Yeah, that's it.
Broxy. Have I ever said it right?
No.
That's about right. So, Broxy.
Yeah, Broxy.
Okay, thank you. Because
no problem.
Otherwise, for however many years you're here or however long you're here, I'll be calling you different names.
I know, it's dead funny because every time you say it, you always say it differently.
Different. Well, thank you, Broxy, my darling.
No problem. You're very welcome. Yes, everything's grand. Thank you very much.
Oh,
what about you?
A terrible hangover, Broxy.
Oh dear. Get the water in, dear.
Yes, I am. Thank you for joining the box, though, Broxy.
No problem. Have a good live and I'll be in the comments.
Okay, bye, darling.
Bye.
Right. Is there anybody else in the chat and I say your name wrong?
Can you drop me? I don't know how to do it.
Oh, sorry, Broxy.
All right.
Bye, darling. Bye. Yeah, she's lovely. I love an Irish accent. Right, who's this? Sweet Caroline. Thank you, everybody. Sweet Caroline.
No. Just go off TikTok. Oh, it's put me in. I don't believe it, look. It's put me in.
Do you not mean to be in the box? Quick, out!
You see, I've done that before, Kate.
Right, who's this? Sorry, I'm on the wind up tonight. Oh dear, I bet she threw her phone up in the air. Get out of the box. Do you know how many times I know the fear, it's real. Do you know how many times I've done that, guys? I've been on my Snide account, right? And I've accidentally requested Delusive Angie's box or somebody else's box, and I've just sat there and I'll fucking get me out the box. Oh dear, do you do it all the time? Nah, I know it's the most horrendous thing, innit? Oh dear, man. I love it when people do that. I think it's hilarious. So, you do it all the time. Thank you, Els. He never accepts you. Thank you, Roxy. It's mad, you know, because it always happens in my room. I was just going to say that. Thank you, Broxy. Did I say your name right? Broxy. So I'm not mocking you, darling. It's my brain. It's gone. Do you know, thank you, Danny. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Kim. That's it, Broxy. Do you know how many times, right, I'll go upstairs, right, and I'll, thank you guys for the love, I'll go upstairs and I'll think, oh, I've got to go and get this. And then I'll walk into every room and I'll be like, what have I come up here for? As quick as I walk upstairs and I'm stood in a room, I don't know what I've gone up there for. And then I've gone back down, and then I've remembered, I've gone back up, and I've forgot again. It's really concerning. It's getting to the stage where if I'm leaving the house, Simon's got to put a note in my pocket with the address on and my name, because if I get lost, people will know where to return me to. And this is serious. This is a serious situation that's going on at the minute. I'm 45 on Wednesday. I don't feel 45 though. I feel, how old do I feel? I feel younger than 45, because you don't get older in the mind, do you? Thank you, Ella. Are you all the same? You look good. It's the filters, Miss T. It's the filters, darling. If I took the filters off now, honestly, you'd be shook to the core. Thank you, Paula. Big up, everybody. I'm 42 and you do it all the time. I know it's a fucking nightmare, isn't it? Are you 49 next week? Oh. No. Stop requesting me. Thank you, Paula. I'm not in the mood yet. I'm speaking to my peoples of the Tiki-Taki Nation. Thank you, Broxy. You look in your... It's because of the TikTok filter. And that's the truth. Yeah. If I took it off, I would look 45. You leveled up. Thank you for levelling up in here, my darling. How old, Sally? 49, and I feel it's got worse. Does it ever get better, though? I was speaking to the Blaster about it the other day. And I was like, is there any hope? Like, does it get any better? Do you know what I mean? Thank you, Maria. Because men don't understand this, you see. Men don't understand, like, you know, we have our happy National Women's Day for yesterday, guys. Happy National Women's Day. I was saying, so I was speaking to the black, does it get any better? Because, like, I think as you're going through menopause and premenopause and that, the body changes and, you know, the skin and it's just so drastic, isn't it? And I don't think men really get it. So we have our, you know, lady times and we have our hormones and everything. And you think as you get older, it'd get easier, but it doesn't. It's just worse. It's horrible. And Simon's already gone through it once before with his ex, and now he's got to go through it all again. The poor fucker, do you know what I mean? But anyway, it's not about Simon, it's about me. So I'm 44, no sign. Oh God, it's life changing. It really is. Men do have it easy. Hello, Dave, darling. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Upsa Daisy. Oh, I'm getting all the love. Your skin's like a lizard, is it? Moisturiser. Loads and loads of moisturiser, darling. We all get it. We all have good days and bad with the skin, but I can recommend Nivea. I swear by Nivea, guys. Like, you get all these posh creams and everything, and I've used them all the Cliniques and the Lacomes and everything. Nothing beats Nivea. Good pot of Nivea in the hands, rub it all over the face, and then we're done. Thank you, Lizzie Lowe. Dry skin, anger, brain fog are the worst. Bubblegum, do you know what? I'm not really angry, really. I'm not really suffering with a lot of anger. For me, it's just emotional, really. Like, Cockapoo sent me a video of a monkey with a teddy bear this morning, and I cried my eyes out. I'm like, why am I sat crying over a monkey with a teddy bear? It makes no sense. You have no patience. Oh God, itchy ears. I haven't had the itchy ears. Thank you, Lissy Lou. Big up. Yeah, the punch. And I've got to be honest, guys, I'm not a fan of monkeys because I'm scared of monkeys. Thank you, Lisa Marie. Yeah, I'm literally petrified of monkeys. But this little monkey thing that she sent me with the teddy bear, oh, guys, it's heartbreaking, isn't it? Thank you. Oh, guys, you're spoiling me this morning. Thank you, Bad Lizza. Bad Lizza, I said your name right. Have you all been watching it, guys? Thank you, Joe Dorella, for the flowers. Thank you. She's fucking on the verge of booking a ticket to Japan and go and save the monkey. She's in a terrible state over it. You watch Punch every day. You want to adopt. Why ain't people doing something about it though? I don't get this. Thank you, Mish, for the rose. Thank you, Gilla. He is really cute. He is really cute. Oh, here's our cockapoo. Cockapoo, we're just talking about Punch. We're just talking about Punch. She wrote to me, that's it. Yeah, look, I'm not even joking. Cockapoo has wrote to Monkey World. Mods, will you pin our cockapoo's comment, please? Because she wants this monkey saved. It's giving me anxiety. I know it is, darling. And I didn't know anything about Punch until you sent me that. And then I think I spent an hour watching the videos. The monkey is okay now, Red. How though? Thank you, Frangelico. That's it, guys. Get the shares up, please. You can't stop thinking about him. Yeah, like, is he being saved? Is someone going to adopt him? Because they're like babies, aren't they? They are. Pins aren't working again well. It's standard for my life. Are you all right though, Steph? I've had enough of this. Cockapoo, if you could adopt him, would you adopt him and bring him home? I bet she would. Thank you guys for the love. Thank you. Just waiting for our Cockapoo's response. Of course she would. I bet she would. What's the app? I don't know. Clover. Guys, can you tag Clover in the videos? I have said I will support a fund to rescue him. Oh, Cockapoo. How much are you paying, darling? Because I'm due on holiday. Yes. How much are you paying, Cockapoo? I'll go and rescue him. I'll take Luke with me as well. What can I do? What can I do if my TikTok manager isn't replying to messages when I've asked to leave? Oh, thank you, Dog Whisperer. So, Rami, are you here, darling? Miss Rami? Maybe Miss Rami can help. Well, you know, give you a bit of, what's it called? Advice. Because I ain't got a clue, Dave. I don't know how it all works. Oh, here's Cockapoo.
Hiya.
Hello, darling.
Don't involve Miss Remy in the Punch thing. It's giving her massive anxiety too. She's asked me not to send her any of the clips because it's upsetting her.
No, Dave's asking how we can leave his management, TikTok management, and I'm just saying Remy would know because I ain't got a clue how it's done.
You just there's a button. You just click the button. You get 30 days. But the one thing about leaving an agency, as I understand it, is if your account has earned more than X amount of diamonds, then it's very difficult, if not impossible, to get another management. To get that account managed by another agency. It's only if the agency release you. But I'm not an expert on this. It's just what I've picked up from all the different conversations across the app.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Dave. What I'll do is I'll speak to somebody and I'll message you. All right, Dave. Isn't it Cockapoo?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm still fixated on the Punch, the monkey. Yeah. So Monkey World, by the way, is in Dorset. Some people are saying that they live local to it, and if you've ever watched them on television, they go all around the world rescuing, different primates. So I just wrote to them and said, are you aware of this? Is there anything that you can do? And if there's a fund required, then I'd be happy to support and maybe push it out there. So, I don't know. But yeah, also let's pray for all those people that have lost businesses in Glasgow. That is horrific. Have you heard about Central Station in Glasgow?
I did see some on the FYP, a building on fire, but I didn't catch it. What was it?
Well, Central Station in Glasgow, I think, has been completely ruined. I don't know what the causes are. I saw it all over FYP yesterday, but I wasn't really on TikTok at all yesterday. I just caught it. But every morning I wake up and worry that something's happened to that little monkey, and it's driving me nuts.
Oh. What? Oh, it's a vape shop, Cockapoo.
Right, okay, yeah. Okay, fine. I'm going to have to go. All right, bye.
Why?
It's upsetting.
Oh, cockapoo. Oh, guys, this it's really affecting our cockapoo. Oh, guys, I know. She's a softie, really, is cockapoo. People think she's, this big, this tough lady, but she's got a good heart. Station is fine. The building was totally destroyed, was it? See, like I say, I've seen it briefly on the FYP, but I didn't look into it. I just had to take some paracetamol because I've got a temperature again. Oh no, she's a softie. She is a softie, is cockapoo. Right, is Pearl still? Let's have a look. Or has Pearl gone off? Has Pearl gone off, guys? Has Pearl gone off? It's destroyed eight buildings. Has it? It's mad, isn't it? Who said she's crying? Pearl was upset this morning. Pearl, look at the state of me, guys. Pearl was upset this morning because I think people are coming for her, aren't they, over this Live Pro thing, you know? And to be honest, it's just a load of jealousy, innit? So just ignore them all, Pearl, darling. Well, you seen what I said in a box anyway. It's just jealousy. That's all it is. Yeah, because Pearl's not really one to cry, is she? So when you see her upset, you know it's really affecting her. But people just need to leave it out. You know, she's not going anywhere. Her progrow's not going anywhere. She's got a good community behind her. And, it is what it is, isn't it? Yeah. Your numbers have gone solo even. Pearl shitting on your parade, stealing your morning views. Evil Tish, darling. Are you watching the same live as me? I've got 1,700 people in my live. Like, how many people do you need in a live for it to be popping? Like, if I was doing my FYP, darling, I'd have 2,500, 3,000 people in here, but I'm not. I'm just sat talking to my people. So that's really weird that you've come in and said that. And Pearl's room's amazing. Why shouldn't be people in there giving her views and supporting her? I'm not the kind of... Thank you, Gizmo. I'm not the kind of... And Kelly, I'm not the kind of person that wants it all for myself. I like that people do well, believe it or not. Thank you, Cass. So... Thank you, Red Bull Girl. Thank you, everybody. But aren't people so, fixated on what other people are doing? You know? The fact that 1,800 people are sat watching me in my kitchen with an hangover, sat, puffing away at a Mayfair Blue, is amazing. Thank you, Steph. Very strange people. Very, very strange. How many people are watching you? How many people have you fired up a library in your room? I can understand why with your attitude. Don't start with me today. I'm not in the moods. Thank you, everybody. Do you know what I mean, Bella? People are so strange. Guys. So do you know when I come to tomorrow, guys, and do my FYP, is there anything you want me to focus on? Thank you, Roxy. Oh, all the drama, thank you. If you are an FYP page, I can't give you a pin at the minute because... Morning, Jojo, because my pins aren't working. So if you are sending me a gift, guys, I can't pin. On a positive note, I love the new hair colour. I don't like it, Frangelico, but I wasn't in the mood to go bright reds. So I think in a couple of weeks, I'll go back bright red again. Do you know what I mean? I'm not a fan of this colour, but it is what it is for now. I wasn't feeling very vibrant when I coloured it, you see. You want me to talk about DG and Cho-Lee? It makes me look like you. Thank you if you think it makes me look younger. So I know big topic of conversation. Thank you, Sally. Love you. I know big topic of conversation at the minute is DeAndre one. Thank you, Jojo, and that's Sophie Rose, because Sophie Rose back in the D ones. I just think it's all disgusting, to be honest. But like I say, we'll play all the videos tomorrow. We'll have our opinions on it, and we'll get everybody in the boxes. It's all about money. It's all about views. Like, they ain't got a moral between them. Like, it's giving thirsty pick-me energy with Sophie Rose now. And do you know what, guys, right? I did start to feel sorry for her, and I was starting to say nice things about her on here, weren't I? And look, why would you want to take people into that room when he's had so many police cases against him? He's been up in court so many times. I think he's not allowed to see a child or something like that, but I don't want to speak about kids. And you're in there supporting him again. She's morphed into Remy. I thought it was Remy when I see her in that box. It's very, very weird how these women are letting this man play them and make them look fools like this. Is just, I'm sorry, it's just, why are you letting somebody do that to you? Did you not learn from the first, second, third time? Do you know what I mean? Because we all go through things, and we all have to learn the hard way, right? I've done it, you've done it, but this is just ridiculous. All about money, clout and views. And to be honest, I don't really want to speak about them because it just gives them more clout and views. But I know that everybody else wants to talk about it, so we will speak about it tomorrow. Is using her and playing. See, the thing is, Robert, how many times can she be used? She knows what the geezer's about, right? So we can't blame him because she knows what he's about. So, and this is the thing, it's quite easy to always blame him, but these women know what he's doing and know what he's like. Do you disagree with me, guys? Am I wrong? Do you think I'm wrong? We're talking about this Sophie Rose one. Sophie Rose. Got no credibility now, Sophie. No credibility at all. I hope your money's worth it. Because it won't be long before Remy's back on the scene, because she's going to be jealous about you in the D1. Remy's going to be back on the scene, and then the D1's going to be back with the Remy one, and you're going to be on your platform crying. All the gifts are going to be coming in. You're going to be doing your videos, and you're going to be back to square one. But this time people aren't going to have any sympathy for you. 5,000 people in there watching the shit show. 5,000, and people forget. People quickly forget. When it comes to drama, and there's, you know, people want to be nosy and things like that. I'm not talking about you guys, I'm just talking about spectators on a whole. Just someone come to it, go and watch it via a cam to, watch it outside the room. Do you know what I mean? Don't go in there and give the narcs, which they are, they're all narcs, what they want. Someone wants the box, cockapoo, what? Oh, sorry, darling. That's it, request the box then. Can Jen have the box? Jen. Sorry, Jen. Hiya, Jen.
Now, I don't normally pop in on here, but I thought I might want to cheer all your viewers up on this lovely Monday morning. I have a good friend on here who I've been working with for quite a while, and they're called Pip Devil. Now, they did quite a lot of posts calling people out.
Yeah.
And, you know, benefit fraud, things like that.
Yeah.
They've done a post this morning about people who celebrate their autism diagnosis.
Oh.
And the very first clip that they have used is he.
Oh.
It's absolutely hilarious. He's going to be fuming when he sees this, because they've got quite a big reach. They are working with a lot of television companies at the moment. No, my friend Pip Devil. They are working with quite a lot of television companies and radio shows at the moment, highlighting the fraud with benefits, and Pip in particular. So yeah, they've gone with E. How good is that?
I think, to be honest, the worst thing that they could have done, we're talking about Alpha Bar guys, The worst thing that they could have done is come on live and announce that, because now people are going to be on it. Do you know what I mean? And people aren't going to let go the fact that they'll want to see evidence and things like that.
I'm referring to my friend, not he. Just for clarification, I'm not being transphobic because I'm not transphobic. I have trans friends. But it's the whole fake diagnosis that didn't actually happen. It was the preliminary assessment before the referral. And I have an SEM background. I know how these things work. I've worked with educational psychologists in the past, for 20 odd years. I know how this works.
So what are you thinking then? So you don't think they had an assessment?
Absolutely not. They've had the preliminary questionnaire filled in.
Just explain what that is.
Basically, once you're referred for an autism diagnosis, what they will do from the GP is you will fill out a form verbally.
Yeah.
It's done verbally now over the telephone. Mm-hmm. And if you checklist off so many of these questions, you will then be put forward for the official autism diagnosis. And this is not just one assessment. It's multiple assessments, a lot of face-to-face, because body language is also very, very important as well. Yeah. I do understand that things are different in different areas, but there is absolutely no way that 1 2-hour phone call would give an autism diagnosis. Right. Not off a 2-hour one. No. Because if so, why are the waiting lists so huge for autism and ADHD diagnoses? If it can be done in 2 hours, then there shouldn't be a wait list. Nowhere near as big as what it is. Right. Now, we've got to be very careful, because I'm not saying that he's not on the spectrum. He's not on the spectrum, sorry. But the issue with autism and ADHD is that it is such a huge umbrella of spectrum. And if you were to actually go into it and read through it, you would probably say that the majority of people are on the spectrum. Mm-hmm. We all have our little quirks.
Guys, can I just say, she's saying E, as in the letter E.
Not he.
Not
I'm saying E.
She's saying E, the letter E, not he. Otherwise,
it's my accent.
She's saying E, the letter E. I just want to say that otherwise.
Yeah, for clarification, I'm not being transphobic.
Let's say E, okay? So chill out in the comments, guys. I know what. Just saying.
From the alphabet. So I think the thing is it's a long-winded process. It is really a long-winded process. And like I'm saying, I'm not saying that Alphabar, let's do this properly.
Yeah.
But I think they set themselves up for this backlash because of the way that they address things. It's like they go straight for the jugular. Right, this is it. It's definitely that. Blah, 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 blah. And it doesn't necessarily mean that that's the case. And I don't understand either why sharing something so personal like that has been done so publicly.
Thank you, Jodie.
That's the other issue. It's a personal medical issue. Why would you want to share that with thousands and thousands and thousands of people? That is something that's personal. You know
why? Do you know why, Jen? The reason why they have is because they now have an excuse for the behaviour over the years, and it's like icing on the FYP that she said, well, you know, when I did that autism live, you know, she did the Autism Got Talent. When I did that, I did have autism, so I didn't really cheat it, did I? Do you know what I mean? It's purely going to be used as an excuse to for the bad behaviour when they have crash outs, when they do this, when they do that, and that's why they were so excited, because it's like Jen, it said get out of jail free card now.
Sorry.
That's what they're gonna.
The other thing that I did pick up on is that it was a phone call, and then halfway through, even though I described the lady that was doing the assessment as Russian or some sort of Eastern European, Elphaba said she noticed that I was playing with my hair. How can you do that from a telephone call? There's so many things where was it a link where you were doing a video call? Was it a phone call? Which one was it?
People are really super invested in all of this.
Yeah.
And I get that. Let me tell you why, guys, because it's put on the app.
Yes.
And Elphaba knows this. Elphaba knows that it's going to, even though they're only 22 or however old they are, they know how social media works. They're very clued up with social media. And no, I'm not going to move on. It's your girl, Leanne. Thank you. If you don't like it, scroll out and then come back. So they know how social media works. They know that it's going to have this effect. Okay, guys. So it's not that, people are Karens or whatever else. It's just the fact that it's put all over the app. So people want to speak about it,
I think that there is some differentiation, between having autism and just genuinely being socially unaware, and then being a shitty human. There's a huge difference between that, and I think that's what Elphaba is trying to make people think, that there's a huge difference, and it's not being a shitty human, shitty behaviour and things like that, that it is part of their condition. And it's yeah, you're right, it's a get out of jail free card. But from my experience, I've worked with a lot of people with autism and lots of other medical conditions. I've never seen anyone behave like that.
Yeah, like I say, it's such a big umbrella in it, and I'm not here to discuss whether they have or whether they haven't.
Exactly.
It wouldn't be fair on me to do that because I don't know. I'm not educated enough. I'm not a specialist. I don't know, But the reason I think that they were so excited that they said they had this diagnosis is because they're going to use it as a weapon, the same way that they use being trans as a weapon. Do you know what I mean? And I'm sorry, guys, come for me if you want, but they do use it. It's all to be used as weapons.
Exactly that. It is exactly that. And then to go out later as well, and with everything that was sort of flagged up that they don't like, the loud noises, the lights and things like that, it's just a complete contradiction in terms, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good morning.
Right, drop down now. Have a lovely day, everybody.
Please don't drop down. Please don't drop down. I just think that what you're saying is quite damaging towards the autistic community in general. Not all autistic people act the same. So if you've never worked with
my daughter's
autistic people, my son's autistic too, Jen. Just because you've not worked with people who present in the exact same way as Elphaba might be presenting, it doesn't make the diagnosis any less valid. Because as you'll know, with having an autistic child, autism comes in many forms. Like in my son's class at school, he's in an autistic base. All of the children are wildly different. None of them are the same. None of them, have the same needs and stuff. And I just found what you were saying to be quite degrading to the autistic community in general.
For clarification, I did say that it's such a broad spectrum, and I'm not saying that Elphaba doesn't have it. For clarification, I did say that, but it's just such a huge umbrella is the autism and ADHD. I mean, seriously, my degree's around this. Honestly, it's. I'm not saying that they don't have it. What I'm saying is, we're going back to, is it a weaponizing thing now? This is...
I don't know. It was a bit distasteful when you kind of celebrated the fact that the PIT person has used Elphaba as the first person that they're calling out on the page for, like, if you can imagine being an adult and struggling all your life and then finally getting diagnosed with autism. And I'm similar. I'm 40 next month, and I was diagnosed 3 years ago with ADHD. And I was like, this is why I felt like a weirdo all my life. And if someone wants to celebrate that they've got that, then let them have it. Like, you don't need to celebrate because someone's put it up on a page and said that they've been diagnosed. Just let them have the...
I understand the happiness and I understand that feeling of peace. However, I don't think it has been done for that reason. I think it's been done more for the reason of shove it all in your faces. I am basically, you can't touch me, you know? I think there has to be, there's a huge difference in the reasoning as to why somebody would celebrate that. And for the majority of people, I would be absolutely over the moon. Okay? It's brilliant. I know when I got my diagnosis, it was absolutely fantastic. It explains a lot of my behaviours.
Surely you can relate to Elphaba feeling the same then. Surely you can relate to
I'm
Elphaba
sorry, I
feeling the
do.
same.
Use banking. Miss Baguette, like, I'm sorry, Kimmy, I'm not saying this because I've got a dislike for Alpha Bar or anything, right? Because when Alpha Bar's in the right, I do say, you know what, I agree with them. But I do feel like that when she did say this, when she come on the internet and said that, it was, and I can't tell how, you know, I can't tell people how to react, but I do agree that it is going to be used as some kind of weapon to kind of like, you know, if they do something wrong, well, you know, it's because I've got this and I've got that, and I've got to stand by that, Miss B, do you know what I mean? And I'm not educated enough on this, but I do understand where people are coming from with it, because, you know, you get so many parents that have got children that have got autism, people.
Can I just pull up a really great comment that's just come up? And I'm going to quote it, so please don't come for me for being trans, whatever, phobia. He said, and this is, I'm quoting, he said, "I've won." Having a diagnosis is not a competition. And for most people, they are absolutely devastated to get that diagnosis. Most parents are absolutely devastated to get that diagnosis. But to say it as though it's a competition, it just doesn't sit right with me at all. It's not a competition.
And I get that people react to things differently. I get that. I do get that. Like, we all, like, some people are relieved, some people cry, some people laugh. But for me, it was just like, and the way that she was saying and the things that she was saying, for me, it's just going to be like, oh, okay, this is the reason why I've done everything that I've done. This is the reason why. Do you know what I mean, Miss B? And that's just my opinion on it. But I get where you're coming from as well. I 100% get where you're coming from.
I just hope it doesn't damage the autism community.
I don't think it's going to damage
ADHD. I just hope that people aren't hurt by it. That's what bothers me.
I don't think it's going to damage the community. Do you, Miss B?
I don't think it will. I mean, I find if anybody kind of does something really bad and then tries to pass it off as, oh, it's just my this or my that making me do it, like, that in itself can be damaging, but it depends. You never know. Elphaba might surprise everybody.
I don't think I'm causing damage. I'm trying to speak up for people that, you know, a lot of people with autism don't have a voice, and, you know, because they can't, because they're non-verbal. It's just about, it's just awful. It just doesn't sit with me at the moment. There's something that just doesn't sit with me.
And you're allowed to have that opinion, by the way. That's what, you know, TikTok's all about, people having opinions.
And my gut just doesn't sit right with me. But it is one of those things. I did actually go back to my friend and say, look, this person's very controversial. Just be very careful. You've picked the one here that...
I mean, they've definitely picked a good person to post videos of to get views and interaction, I'll tell you that. So that, you know...
Yeah.
But whether or not I'd make a post about someone celebrating their autism diagnosis, I don't think I would, because I don't think it's anything to do with me.
There is that as well, yeah, absolutely. I just saw it this morning and thought, oh my God, of all the people.
Who is that page and what is it about?
Basically, they tend to use it for highlighting with statistical data about people who are scamming fraudulently. They've also touched on a few cases where I think it's been Munchausen's by proxy, for fraud against DLA, that have been found guilty at court. as well.
Surely, do you know these people?
I'm not judging at all, believe me. I do not need to do research.
Do you know these people that do the assessments? They know if someone's pulling the wool over their eyes, right? So...
The assessments for what? For PIP or for...
No, I'm just saying, do you know when someone has an assessment done, right, and they give that person a diagnosis, they do this day in, day out, so they would know if somebody genuinely had it or somebody didn't.
Yes.
Yeah, so
absolutely.
So if Alpha Bar genuinely has that diagnosis and they are entitled to whatever comes off the back of that, I don't know how the benefits or whatever works off the back of that, I don't know. Then if they have got that, then surely it's only what anybody else is entitled to.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean? So
absolutely, I agree with you.
Would you agree with that, Miss B?
I think
100% agree.
Should I worry about my own life? Oh gosh, great stuff. Lovely comments. Thank you.
Hang on, Jen. Sorry, darling.
I'm getting some stick today.
I know, it's people's opinions though, darling. Unfortunately, when you jump in a box.
Don't care.
When you jump in a box and we having opinions, Jan.
I'm not judgmental.
Jan, you're over talking me. Sorry, darling. Yeah, so people are entitled to have opinions back. But I just wanted to hear what Miss Baguette had to say.
Yeah, I completely agree. Like the PIP assessors, that they do that day in, day out. And I think that if someone's trying to pull a fast one, they're going to be onto it. And it is really hard to get PIP.
Yes.
It is very hard. But I think they're onto it. And I think the amount of people that get PIP that maybe shouldn't is really, really low.
Mm-hmm.
So, but as Alphaba mentioned PIP, because I don't watch Alphaba, I'm not going to lie. Has she actually said that she's applying for it, or we just...
I haven't a clue, but can I just mention for the comments, having just been through the process, because my daughter's brain injured. She has a brain injury, and I've just having to do that transfer over right now. Someone's just mentioned in the comments that they have very, very basic training to the PIP assessors. Let me tell you something. When we had our assessment, they have different levels of assessors. Now, some of them are medically trained, and so you could, for example, get a physiotherapist, or you could get a psychiatrist, or you could get somebody a bit further higher up, more medically qualified. That is what we had. Because her case is so complex, because a blood clot ruptured in her brain, and because she's got so many other medical issues because of it, including the autism, including problems with her legs and things like that, that we had to have one of the more higher qualified assessors. And even still, that was a 2-hour assessment, and this is not the end of it either, which they do ask a lot of the same questions in different ways as well. They do try and trip you up. It is an incredibly difficult process to go through. It's not easy. It's not a case if you put in for PIP and you just get it. It's tough stuff. You've got to be backed up with a lot of medical evidence. And in my case, we had 16 years worth of medical evidence. And I don't feel confident for her. Yeah. So if I've got a brain injured child and I don't feel confident.
I'm sorry to hear that, by the way.
It is just, she had a blood clot. It went to her brain. It ruptured. She's got brain damage. So it is what it is. But I do not feel confident. And I'd love to know where these people think that PIP is such an easy benefit to get, because it isn't. It isn't at all. Okay. Just to clarify, sorry.
Okay, darling. Is there anything you wanted to add to that, Miss Baguette?
There isn't, apart from the fact I'm not actually condescending.
I'm Miss Baguette. Trying to steal my identity, Jen. My name is Jen, though.
Guys, lighten up in the comments, please, guys. Go on, Miss Baguette.
I think I remember hearing something about, like, with regards to being medically qualified. Like, you don't need to be medically qualified in anything with regards to the condition that the PIP assessor is going to be trying to identify. So, like, you could have a medical background in, I don't know, phlebotomy, and be assessing someone for something completely nothing to do with it. So they don't necessarily put someone who's trained in that specific area as your assessor anyway.
It just doesn't add up, does it? You know, surely you would put somebody with a brain injury like my child with someone who knows about brain injuries, you know, and a psychiatrist with somebody that perhaps has mental health problems, you know, it would make a lot more sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, if Elphaba does end up getting PIP, then I think that what everyone should do is just accept the fact that Elphaba's gone to the assessor and they've got PIP.
Absolutely.
And that's it. And don't consume your life with it, because it's...
Do you think, Miss B?
He's got ADHD. Just remind me that when it says struggles with social cues, I've actually got ADHD. There you go.
Miss B, do you think people are way too super invested in everybody's lives on social media?
Yeah, I think so, and I've been there myself. Like, you know, I've been in that place, but I think sometimes you can end up like.
I'm not talking about you, Jen, by the way. I'm just talking in general.
Yeah, some people can end up just getting way too involved, and sometimes like to their own detriment as well, because it can't be good for you to be like so hyper focused on a person.
And we're not speaking about Jenny here, by the way. So I'm just
just in general, and probably me in the past. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've been there myself. You get super invested, don't you? However, I've got to say, if you do get controversial characters on TikTok, right, that do get a lot of, you know, they get a lot of views, they get a lot of FYP coverage, and they're putting their personal life out there, people are going to bite at it in May. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you know what it's like, Miss B, right? When I could come in here and say something, and then, you know, people are going to hold lives about it, and they're going to pick it apart, and they're going to, do you know what I mean? It's the way TikTok is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be talked about, but I think there's sometimes like a difference between just talking about something and then just going on with your little merry day, and then there's making an entire page and posting videos and digging into the medical history and stuff like that. Like, there's just have a little chat about it, and then that's it. Go make a coffee. And
I agree there. And this, again, Jen, I've just got to say, this isn't directed at anybody. We're just talking about TikTok in general.
I've got lots of people wanting to question my diagnosis.
Yeah, I think it's just the app, innit? So, hello,
I mean,
Jane.
if you're going to question someone else's, then you have to expect it back, unfortunately.
Like I said, I'm not saying that he has not got it. In fact, he probably likely has, with a few other conditions combined, if I'm going to be honest. I think there's more. I think he has actually got more. I'm not going after people on PIP whatsoever. Please just clarify that.
Does he know? Has he
but
found out there's an injection today?
Sorry, darling.
Liza, do you know you're in the box, darling? She doesn't know she's in the box. Everybody follow Bad Liza, please, guys, while she's in the box. Hello, Jane.
Right, I'm going to drop down because I've got lots to do. Have a lovely day, everybody.
Okay, bye. Thank you for joining, Jen.
Bye.
Interesting conversation this morning.
Can I be honest? When she joined the box and she said she had something to make us all smile and be happy, I was like, yay! And then it was about Alpha. I was like, oh, okay, this is going to turn south very fast.
Yeah, I actually was going back in the conversation. I tried to add in, because sometimes, Miss Red, when people do get their diagnosis, it's such a relief that they do celebrate it. They're absolutely over the moon, because for years they've been told they've had something else, or they've had another mental health condition. So when some people say, oh no, it's ADHD or autism, they're actually that relieved. They're over the moon to get that diagnosis. You know, which is, it sounds a bit...
That, Jane.
There they are. I was looking for this person who you've just put in the box, because they were asking to join the box and they couldn't remember the name. But they're here now anyway. Right, I'm going to jump down now. Thank you for letting me. Thank you for letting me on.
Thank you.
See you later.
Hi, sorry, I didn't realise I was on private, but I just wanted to clarify something. So I've just left working for the DWP for doing PIP assessments, and I'm an RGM with 30 odd years experience, and there are different agencies, just to clarify, who do PIP assessments. So the one that I was working for is a very well known one, it's the biggest one, so there are lots of different agencies, so they may vary in terms of what sort of background you need. But the company I work for sounds a bit like Tupita, without saying the name. You have to be medically trained, and in that respect, it has to be an OT, a physio, a doctor, a nurse. Midwives, pharmacists can't do this role. And I left because it is a impossible job. It is literally impossible. The training is very strict. It's 6 weeks in-house face-to-face training. Yeah. And I was told, you close your laptop at 5 p.m, you don't open it before 9. I was doing 10-hour days, 5 days a week. It is impossible. So like I say, I'm a nurse, and I left. I was told to take my nursing head off. These are claimants, these are not patients. And I struggled with that. And I heard a lot of very sad, and I sort of couldn't continue with the role because the reports I were writing, I was told how to write things basically. My experience, if you've got anything mental health, then you've got a better chance. It's about how the condition affects you on a day-to-day basis, not about, so you could have a patient who, for example, had cancer, colostomies, etc. They won't get it. If they can stir a pot sitting down, you will not get PIP. If you have a mental health condition that affects your ability to interact, then you've got a chance of getting it. So for me, it didn't sit right, and I left. It's impossible job. And anybody who's applying for it, it's a very difficult process. And let me tell you, it's going to get harder. There's lots of things in place that they're going to make it so much difficult to get it. Mm-hmm. So I just sort of come in. When I heard the PIP assessment, my ears pricked up because I left it. It was making me mentally unwell. First and foremost, I'm a nurse. I'll always be a nurse. Fortunately, I've left the NHS and I've got my own sort of business, but I still work in the NHS. But I do, it's heartbreaking to listen to some of the stories. And I knew that those people I was speaking to are not going to get it. And it's very sad, really. So that was just all. I just wanted to jump up and have my little 10 pence worth.
Okay, thank you very much, my darling, for joining the bar.
You're very welcome. Lovely to see you. From another fella, Brummy. Bye-bye.
Bye, darling.
Bye.
Right, guys, I'm not going to have any more people in the box about this because I just wanted to chill live and I didn't really want it to be about Alpha Bar today. Oh, hello, Tom. No
Hi, you all right?
Please. No more boxes, please. Right. Yeah, put Tom back in the box, guys. We'll put Tom back in, but I don't want to have this whole debate about Alpha Bar. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you, darling. Right, where's Tom?
Hello.
Hello, Tom.
Hi. I just wanted to quickly give you 2 minutes. I just wanted you to allow me for 2 minutes. So, firstly, this is very controversial and it's just my own opinion.
Absolutely.
So, I was diagnosed with autism back in 2015. Now, for me personally, obviously I am high functioning, but I do have my traits and stuff like that and my struggles. Okay. For me, at the moment, this is just my personal opinion, I think the diagnosing for autism needs to be more rigorous in terms of, so when I was diagnosed in 2015, I had loads of clinical assessments and behavioural observations and stuff like that. But now, so because it's been longer than 10 years, they reckon to have another assessment because diagnoses can change over the years. So it doesn't mean it's always going to be autism. It can turn into something else. So when I was retested last year, believe it or not, it was just an hour on the phone with a psychiatrist. And let me tell you, if I wasn't diagnosed in 2015, I could have easily winged having autism over that phone with the psychiatrist because all it is less than an hour interview and you're just answering questions. And believe it or not, once you go with the GP and you go for a right to choose then you can get seen within like 3 months. On a right to choose through your GP. So yeah, I do think when it comes to diagnosing autism, I think the process needs to be more rigorous because, like I say, you can easily lie about having autism if you answer the correct questions correctly, and that's just the truth.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have thought that these people that do assess, that they would know, they would pick up on characteristics. I think it's like weird how people have been doing it for so many years and they're trying to, that someone could actually fool them. It's insane, isn't it?
Yeah, honestly, literally, I was on the phone for literally 50 minutes on a FaceTime call.
Yeah.
And honestly, I could have just made up answers to them questions, and I would have got diagnosed. And that's just the honest truth.
Yeah, because I suppose we've got Google now, and if you Google symptoms,
yeah, of course, yeah,
it's all there for Google, innit? You can literally sometimes you don't need to go to doctors anymore. Just Google it, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm taking this. Do you get where I'm coming from? So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you were to Google symptoms, and you could just play on that quite easily. Like I say, right to choose through the GP. Mine only took 3 months. Some people it could take up to 12 months. Don't get me wrong. It depends on what area you live in. But yeah, it was so quick for me, and mine was just, like I say, I could have made it up if I wanted to, but yeah.
People are asking, Tom, what's right to choose?
So right to choose is where you go to the GP and you get to choose. So right to choose opens up a wider like psychiatrists, people like in different areas. I can't explain what right to choose is. It gives you more options for different places. To get diagnosed, basically. Yeah. So if I was to just stick to the Crewe area, it could take several years because I was waiting 8 years last time. Prior to 2015, I was waiting 8 years to get that diagnosis. But right to choose is it's so much quicker.
Right, okay, you choose to refer to different provider.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Okay, Tom, thank you for joining the box, darling.
No worries.
You learn something new every day with these boxes, because I've learned a bit today. I'm not very educated on autism and how assessing works and things like that. So please, guys, don't think I'm being ignorant to anything. I'm just opening my boxes for people to come in and have opinions.
And to Elphaba, it's not something to be celebrated, by the way, for a diagnosis. It's hard enough as it is. You don't celebrate having autism, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, some people in the comments, some people said that when they got diagnosed, they was happy, they celebrated. So I'm not going to sit here and,
No, I know.
whether they've got it or not, because it wouldn't be fair for me to do that. But yeah, I just felt like personally it was, it feels like a bit of a get out of jail free card. But if they have genuinely got it, it can explain why sometimes their behaviour is the way that it is. But I don't know.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
Thank you for joining the box.
No worries. Thank you, Red. Bye. Bye.
Well, that went well again, didn't it, guys? Oh, guys, it won't let me put my box small. That's as small as I can get it. Thank you, Aldi. Yeah, guys, I apologise. I will do some reading on all of this because I'm not educated enough with all this stuff, and obviously if I open my boxes and people come in and have their opinions, that's what the boxes are for. Thank you, Claire. As long as things don't get out of hand and nothing derogatory said, I can't shut people down for having opinions. Yeah, I agree, Hope, I agree. But however, they do still display a lot of bad behaviour. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, I'll stand by that. But I don't know. Right, guys, is there anything else you want to talk about while I'm on? As long as it's not Alpha Bar, guys, because I ain't got the brain capacity for it today, to be honest. Not the Alpha Bar one, not today, guys. I need to be on my A game, and like I say, I'm suffering with hangover stuff. So thank you for the heart, miss, guys. Bad behaviour doesn't mean autism. I know that, darling. I know that. The Andrew and Sophie Rose, I've already spoke on that. But we'll go into more detail tomorrow with that, and we'll play some videos and we'll get you in the boxes for that tomorrow, guys. I just wanted to say, I prefer your hair. Do you prefer it dark, darling? Who sent that? TJ. You do spoil me, guys. TJ has sent you 1,000 coins. So when this opens, if you get a coin, thank TJ. Also, guys, give him a follow, please. Thank you, Lone Wolf. TJ, my nose is so itchy today. Sorry, guys. Cheyenne pregnant or not? I don't know, my breath. I'm not an oracle, darling. I don't know if she's pregnant or not. Thank you, guys. My mouth's really dry. Thank you, TJ. Love you, darling. I don't know. You go and ask Cheyenne if she is or not. I ain't asked her to pee on a stick. Thank you, MD. Thank you, darling. See, now, people think because of Cheyenne's behaviour, let's just say, you know, if she was pregnant or if she isn't, but sometimes having a baby can be the best thing that ever happens to you guys. You know, it chills you out, it makes you have a focus in life, you know. Just because someone displays really bad behaviour, it doesn't mean that they're not going to be a fantastic parent. Do you know what I mean? Thank you, JD, because we all know Cheyenne's, you know, her behaviour, and what her behaviour's been like and everything else, but like, my children were the best thing that ever happened to me, guys. And if it weren't for my kids, I wouldn't be here now. As everyone give TJ a follow, make sure you have, guys. Can anyone relate to that? Thank you, everybody. Thank you, guys. You know, I was so naughty, you know, and I was a toe rag. I was rebellious. I was everything when I was 16. And then when I got pregnant with Kitty, she saved my life. And I've always stood by that. My children have saved my life. Honestly. And I wouldn't change anything for the world. Nothing for the world. I'd do it all over again at exactly the same time with exactly the same person. Because you won't be who you are today, you see. Mistreating animals is also an indication of how responsible you might be. Yeah, there was the whole thing with karma, wasn't there? But like I say, like, it was terrible with the dog, but people grow up, people, thank you, Lone Wolf. You know, people do shitty things. You know, it doesn't mean that they're going to be a bad parent. Sometimes it, like I say, it levels you up, doesn't it? It gives you, having a baby, it gives you the love that you've never felt before. Do you know what I mean? You break the cycle, right? But I get where you're all coming from. Thank you, Mush. Thank you, darling. My son is my best friend. My kids are as well. Wouldn't change them for the world. And the tiredness you have felt like never before. True, very true. And it don't get any better when they get older, you know, guys. Hello, Sophie. Hello, darling. Right, what else is there, guys? What else was there to talk about? She's drinking and doing balloons. Well, let's hope she's not pregnant then. I can't see that she is really if she's doing that. Right? I'm good, Sophie. I hope you're well, darling. Ray J. I don't watch her. I don't watch Ray J. I think that Ray J, I think obviously there's mental health there, isn't there? There's mental health there, right? But it's not she's not somebody I cover on my show. I've already spoke about the D1 and the Sophie Rose. Yeah, Cloud Chasers. Hayley and Kiki. I don't know about Hayley and Kiki. I don't know what's happened there. What's happened with this Hayley vomiting Kiki? Oh, that Big Bear wrong gun. That guy is a wrong gun. Which account, Sabrina? Miss Red FYP Kent's account. Is that the one who's blind in one eye and said he's from Jamaica? That guy is a proper wrong gun. Probably one of the worst on here. How's the Lambretta coming along? It's got a way to go yet, darling. It ain't got an engine in yet. Right, guys, I'm going to get going because I'm feeling really rough, and that Alpha Bar debate has just drained the absolute battery life out of me. Kiki is struggling. I don't know what's going on there with Hayley and Kiki, guys. I ain't got a clue. Hayley was telling her about herself. Well, Hayley needs telling about herself. How about that one? You two have a lovely day, guys. We'll be back with the FYP news tomorrow morning. I just wanted to come on and say hello to everybody and just let everybody know that I'm okay. I'm just heavily hungover. There you go, you see. I love you all, guys. Thank you for joining today. Moderators, thank you for looking after the room. And I'll see you tomorrow morning for the FYP. Guys, get atting me in all the videos, please. All right? See you tomorrow, guys. Mwah! I'm going back to bed.